Alright, so good morning. Our topic for this day is yung what we call the absolute dependent motion analysis of two particles. Okay. Or yung commonly sa mga ibang books, tinatawag din itong bending motions because yung motion ng other particle affects the motion of the others. Alright? So, ano ba yung consideration sa mga topic na to? So, ano yung mga general consideration? So, supposedly, meron tayo dito pulley. Suppose this pulley ay meron frictionless coefficient or the coefficient of friction is 0. So, merong block, may block, and then meron tayong steel ball. So, the motion of the stick affects the motion of the blocks. Basically, kung bababa yung steel ball, kagaya nung nangyayari dito sa video, kung bababa yung steel ball natin, aangat yung steel block. Kung gaano kabilis yung pagbaba ng steel ball, maaaring malaki yung maging epekto nun sa pag-angat block. Alright? So, yun yung pag-uusapan natin. Gaano kalaki yung epekto ng pagbaba ng isang object dun sa motion ng isa pang object. Okay? So, in some types of problems, the motion of one particle will depend on the corresponding motion of the other. This dependency commonly occurs to a particle that are interconnected by inextendable cords which are wrapped around the pulleys. So, napaka-importante na we take note of the word inextendable. This term. Hindi pala highlighter yun. Okay? So, the word inextendable. Ibig sabihin, there is no elongation or shortening happening on the cable regardless of how much weight we induce doon sa ating cable. So, importante rin is that the consideration that the cables are running around the pulleys. Kasi yung pulleys are neglecting the fact that they have friction. So, walang friction doon sa pulleys. Right? So, for sample problem, the movement of the block A downward along the inclined plane in the figure shown below will cause a corresponding movement of block B up the inclined plane. So basically, sinasabi lang sa atin is if this block A will slides on this direction, okay, kung mas mabigat si block A, syempre common sense natin, hihilahin niya si block B. Okay? Hihilahin niya si block B. So, ang tendency ni block B is umangat. Ngayon, our goal is to determine by how much or how fast yung magiging pag-angat ng block B. Right? Now, kung papansin nyo rin, meron tayong cables dito and cables. So, our goal is to determine the proportion of the length of the cable. Since the cable is inextendable, walang elongation, we assume that the length of the cable remains constant all throughout. Okay? We can show this mathematically by first specifying the location of the blocks using the position coordinates equation. So, ang una natin ginagawa is magra-write ng position coordinates. Right? So, ang ginagawa natin sa isang position coordinates equation is we measure, alright, the distribution of the length or the length of the cable throughout the blocks or the particles or the objects we have. Okay? So, ang ginagawa natin, number one, is to measure from a fixed point. So, in this case, we measure the length of the objects from point O, which is the center of the pulley. Okay? And then measured along each inclined plane in the direction of the motion. So, lagi nating mini-measure yung length on the direction of the motion and not the projected length. Okay? So, hindi natin siya i-measure on this direction or not even on this direction. So, we always measure the length of the cables along the motion or along the direction of the motion has a positive sense from the fixed datum A and to B. Okay? If the total length of the cable is L, the two position coordinates are related by the following equation. So here, ang ginawa natin to create our position coordinate equation is we write kung paano hinati-hati yung cable. Okay? So, yung ginagawa natin is isinusulat natin yung partitions, the proportions of the cable. So, the first portion of the cable, say we start from here up to this point B right here. So, the first portion of the length of the cable is S sub A plus the length of the cable wrapped around the pulleys or in contact with the pulley. Say that would be the length on the point C and D plus the length SD, which is from your pulley up to your block B, and that should be equal to the total length of the cable L. Okay. Now, if we observe this system, mapapansin natin na kahit magbago yung value ng SA, imagine niyo si SA, nag-shorten on this direction, this will be your SA prime. And then, so si SB, ang tendency ng SB is to elongate, hahaba, okay? Or magkakaroon ng larger distribution of length doon papunta kay SB. So, this is your S sub B, okay? So, regardless of the partition or the proportioning between SA and S sub B, the length between SD or the length of the cable wrapped around the pulley will be constant. Okay? So, every time na may pulley, yung length ng cable na nakatali doon sa pulley will always be constant. Regardless kung ano yung maging changes in the partition between the two lengths. Okay? Same goes with the length. Since the cable is inextendable, ibig sabihin hindi pwedeng humaba, hindi rin pwedeng umigse, we can say that the length is also constant in this equation. Now, if we take the first derivative of this equation, we can now derive the formula or the relationship between the velocity of the two blocks A and B. Okay? So, if we take the derivative of the length SA with respect to time dt, we get the velocity of the block A. Okay? If we take the derivative of the length CD, which is the length of the cable wrapped around the pulley, with respect to time, that would be 0 kasi the derivative of constant is always be 0. Okay? And then the length of the cable passing from the pulley up to point B, if we take the derivative of that with respect to time, we can determine the velocity of B. Okay? And then we have the derivative of the length, which is also constant, that would be 0. So from here, meron na tayong relationship. We can say that the velocity of A is equivalent to the negative velocity of B. This is the relationship of the motion between the two object or the two particle. Okay? So, pwede din natin gawin yan. If we take the derivative of the velocity with respect to time, you will get the relationship for the acceleration. So, in this case, the acceleration of the block A is equivalent to the negative acceleration of the block B by transposition. So, these are the two relationships we gathered from this position coordinate equation. Okay? So, let's take a sample problem number 1 here. So, sabi dito, determine the speed of the block A in figure 12-38 if block B has an upward speed of 6 feet per second. Okay? So, our goal first is to determine or to write our position coordinate equation. So, ang ginagawa natin kung gusto natin magsulat ng position coordinate equation is we establish a certain datum line. So, in this case, kahit saan naman, pwede ka naman maglagay ng datum line as long as the measurements will be same. Okay? Ibig sabihin, yung paraan ng pagsusukat natin sa mga lengths ay magkakaroon ng certain single reference point. Okay? So, in this case, kung titingnan natin yung ating system, meron block A at meron tayong block B. So, for a while lang guys, sasaksak lang ako ng charger. Check. Alright. So, here we have a block B that is moving upward 6 feet per second squared. So, basically, kung itong block B is moving upward, we have a pulley. So, lahat ng length na madi-displace ng cables connected to block B will goes to block A. So, ang tendency, if this goes upward, so si block A, bababa. Okay, tama? Kasi yung cables na madi-displace or matatanggal dito kay block B will go to block A. That is the basic condition. So, kung titingnan din natin, may mga naka-highlight ng red. So, itong mga naka-highlight ng red are the constants. Okay? So, we assume this constant kasi sabi natin kanina, yung the length around the cable will always be constant. So, kung constant yan, wala yan masyadong magiging epekto doon sa relationship between the two object or the motion of the two object. So, consecutively, meron din tayong another cable dito. Sir, bakit siya naka-highlight ng red? Hindi ba siya aangat kapag umangat yung block B or hindi siya iigsik kapag umangat yung block B? No, because there is a lock here. So, meron ka ditong fixed point sa kung saan nakakonect sa block B. Not unless this fixed point is mag-shorten, saka pa lang ito mag-shorten. Right? So, imagine niyo na lang na hihilain ko ito pababa in order for this block B to move 6 feet per second upward. Okay? So, we write the equation of the position coordinate equation. So, you have S sub A plus, okay? So, from our datum line, which is commonly ang datum line is mini-measure from the center of the pulleys, which is okay naman. So, yun naman yung common that is measured from the center of the pulleys. So, we have three equal lengths of cable that is wrapped around pulley B, pulley E, and then pulley at point D. Okay? So, meron tayong pulley at point D. So, meron tayo ditong cable na nagra-runs from C to D, E to D rather, and then D to papunta kay B. Okay? So, that would be 3. Say the length niyan is SB. And that is equal to the total length of the cable. Okay? Now, if we take the first derivative, derivative with respect to time, that is dt, okay, we have now the equation for velocity. So, the derivative of S sub A with respect to t plus the derivative with respect to t ng 3sb is equal to the derivative with respect to t ng L. And this will yield to VA plus 3PV equal to 0. The derivative of constant is 0. The derivative of distance or displacement S is velocity. So we have now the relationship between the two velocities, which is the velocity of block A is equal to the negative 3 multiplied by the velocity of block B. So if we want to find the velocity of block A when the velocity of the block B is 6 feet per second, therefore we can say that BA is equal to negative 3 multiplied by 6 feet per second, and that would be 18 feet per second. Okay? So, this is negative rather. Okay, tama ito because from our initial assumption that when B goes up with a positive velocity of 6 feet per second squared, block A will go down by a certain velocity going downward. Okay? And that would be negative. So, yeah, that is the relationship between the velocities of block A and block B. So, let's proceed with the other sample problem. So, sabi dito, determine the speed of A in figure 12-39 as an upward speed of 6 feet per second. So, kung mapapansin nyo sa system, meron tayong weights sa A, weights A at weights B. So, sabi dito, si weights B daw is going upward at 6 feet per second squared. Therefore, we can assume or we can establish that the weight A is going downward by a certain velocity. Now, our job is to find that velocity by creating a position coordinate equation. Okay? So, position coordinate equation ulit tayo. So, starting from here, again, the datum line is established from the highest pulley. Okay? And again, nakamark na rin yung mga constant. So, ito, again, the length around the pulley is constant. Here, the length here is also constant regardless kung how much yung itaas nito. And then, the length also here is constant around the pulley. So, if we write the equation, the position coordinate equation, that would be SA plus, we have 1, 2 equal length SC dalawang SC plus, actually we have 1 SC, and if we consider this here up to here, that is also SB. So 2SC SA plus 2SC this will become SC plus we have here 2SB and that is equal to the total length of the cable. Alright. So taking the first derivative, we have BA plus BC plus 2BB equal to 0. Now, let us consider this portion na to, up to this portion. Okay? So, tingnan natin by how much the relationship between the motion of A and this pulley C. Siyempre, kung bababa si A, ang tendency is hihilahin niya si C paangat. Pag ganun. So, gaganon si C. So, we want to create, ayan, that would happen if A goes down. Tama? So, we want to minimize the known values in this equation. So, gagawa natin to na second equation considering this length of the cable. Okay? So, consider first portion of the cable. Say that is our first portion. Portion L1. Okay? This is our L1. So, we have now SA plus this is 2SC is equal to L1. And if we take the derivative of this, we have BA plus 2BC is equal to 0. Therefore, BC is equivalent to negative BA over 2. Okay, so from here, we can write BC as negative BA over 2. So BA plus negative BA over 2, that is your BC, 2 BB is equal to 0. So from here, we can say BA minus 1 half BA, 1 minus 1. This is positive 1 half. BA over 2 plus 2BB equal to 0. So let's multiply the whole equation by 2. You have now BA plus 4BB is equal to 0. And this is the relationship between the acceleration of block A, or the velocity of block A rather, and then the velocity of block B. Or by simplifying, this will become BA is equal to negative 4BB. Now, if BB has an upward velocity of 6 feet per second, therefore your BA is equivalent to negative 4 multiplied by 6 feet per second. So we have BA equivalent to negative 24 feet per second. Okay. So there is also another approach for this. And then gagawa tayo. Sagutin natin to by our solution number 2. Duplicate. Remove lang natin lahat ng text. Yeah. So the second solution would be that would be done by dividing the lengths. So kung nakipansin nyo, kung mapapansin natin is meron tayong isang cable wrap around A papunta kay C up to this datum line. Okay? So from here we have L1. That is our L1. And then from point C, from pulley C, we have another cable that is also running from point C up to D, up to this point, up to the datum line. So this will be our L2. This is our L1 and this is our L2. So ang gagawin natin is to create two position coordinate equation. Wait lang. Okay, sorry. Okay, so this is your L1 and this is L2. So ang gagawin natin is to write the position coordinate equation for both lengths. Equation for both lengths. So for example, for L1 muna tayo. So ilagay natin yung position coordinate equation for L1. So you have SA plus this length up to this length is called SC, and also this length up to this length is LC. So you have 2 SC is equal to L, and if we take the derivative of this, you have BA plus 2BC equal to 0. So gagawin din natin yon sa ating pangalawang cable. So we have the position coordinate for the second cable. Position coordinate equation for L2, and that would be this length up to here, which is equivalent to SB minus SC. So this length up to here is your SB minus SC, plus we have SB is equal to L. Simplifying, you have 2SB minus SC is equal to L, or let's take the first derivative, you have BB, 2BB rather, minus BC is equal to 0. Or we can say that BC is equal to 2BB. So ipalalagay natin yun dito sa ating equation, then this equation will be BA plus 4BC equals to 0. This is the same solution that we had, or the same answer that we had on our previous approach. Okay? So, kahit anong gawin yung approach, kahit i-consider natin yung buong system or i-divide natin ng bawat lengths yung ating system, wala namang magiging pagbabago sa resulta. Okay? Pareho yung tama. For sample problem number 3, here we have 3 pulleys, and then meron daw tayong applied force na nagbibigay ng 2 meter per second velocity downward doon sa ating point A. Okay? So, meron tayong point B. Weight at B. Okay? So, ilang cables ang meron tayo? We have this cable and then this cable. Dalawa. So, we have 2 cables. So, gawin muna natin yung position coordinate. Say this is your L1. Position coordinate equation for L1. We have SA minus SC, SA minus SC. So, alin si SA minus SE? Ito. Okay? This is your SA minus SC. Right. The next length would be here up to, I think pantay lang ito dito. So, this also would be SA minus SC based on our observation. So, i-multiply ko ito by 2. And then, I have here the remaining length of the cable SB. SB is equal to L. Okay. So, taking the first derivative, simplify muna natin. 2SA minus 2SC plus SB is equal to L1. Taking the first derivative, you have 2BA minus 2BC plus BB is equal to 0. Okay? So, consider naman natin yung second cable, which is ito. From here up to this point, up here and here. So, syempre, we have to consider this hook and as well as this hook. Okay? That is part of the motion. Position coordinate equation tayo. So, the position coordinate equation for L2 would be this your L2 SC. SC coming from here up to here, and then here to here, I have SB. SB is equal to L. Delete natin. So, ito yung SA minus SC. Okay? So, ito yung SC, the first portion of our cable 2, and then the other portion of our cable, which is SB. Okay? So, taking the first derivative, this will be BC plus BB equal to 0. Therefore, BC is equal to negative BB. Okay? So, substitute natin to dito. You have 2 BA, BA, 2BA minus 2, the value of BB is negative, the value of BC rather is negative BB, plus B sub B is equal to 0. You have 2BA, ano to, plus 3BB is equal to 0. Or should we say that BA is equal to 3 halves ng BB. Therefore, if BB is equivalent to 2 meters per second, our BA is equivalent to 3 over 2 multiplied by 2, and that would be 3 meters per second. Alright, so let's proceed with our last and final sample problem for this topic. So problem number 4 states that a man at the A is hoisting a safe at S, as shown in the figure 12-41, by walking to the right with a constant velocity of 0.5 meters per second. Determine the velocity and acceleration of the shape when it reaches the elevation of 10 meters. The rope is 30 meters long and passes over a small pulley at T. So, basically, meron tayo dito problem involving a triangle now. Okay? In this time, ibinigay na sa atin yung ating length ng cable. So, ang goal natin is to determine the velocity and the acceleration of the shape kapag ka nandito na siya sa 10-meter height or sa point E. Okay? So, similar steps, ang una natin gagawin is to write our position coordinate equation. So, from this, we have our position coordinate equation. Pagpasensya nyo na guys kung pangit yung sulat ko. Hindi talaga ako ganun kaganda sumulat kahit sa board or ano. So, pasensya na. Okay? So, if we want to write the position coordinate equation, ang sabi natin, we should have a certain reference datum or mag-establish muna tayo ng ating datum. So, assuming na nandito ko kukunin or rather, wag na dyan. Dito ko na lang sa baba kukunin yung datum. Oh, pwede rin naman dito. Sige, dito na lang sa itaas. Anywhere naman you want. Kasi pareho lang naman yung makukuha ko. So, ito na lang yung gagamitin kong datum. Okay? So, and ang sabi sa atin sa second consideration is we measure the length of the line. We measure the length of the line with accordance to the motion. So, kung saan yung direction ng motion, doon dapat yung direction of measurement. So, kunin natin yung position coordinate equation. So, we have here our length CD, the length of the rope from point C to point D, plus the length of the rope from D to point A. Okay? Plus the length of the rope from D to A. At ang sabi na sa atin, the total length of the rope is 30 meters. Now, what is the value of LCD? Okay, L sub CD. So, if this is Y, as stated by the problem, and up to the point T is 15 meters from this reference point, we can say that our LCD is 15 minus Y. Okay? And our LDA is a hypotenuse of a right triangle. So, the hypotenuse of the right triangle is given by its height, which is 15 squared, plus its base, which is in this case, x squared natin. Okay? And that is equal to 30 meters. So, if we want to determine y in terms of x, y would be, by transposition, this will become 15 minus 30, okay, plus square root of 15x squared, 15 squared plus x squared. Therefore, by simplifying, our y is equivalent to 15 squared plus x squared minus 15. Okay, so this is now the equation of y in terms of x, correlating the height of the shape with respect to the man's distance from the shape. Okay, so ano yung gagawin natin? We have to find the velocity. We all know that y is the height of x from a certain reference dito sa level point. Ngayon, kung tumataas yung shape, therefore we can say that the value of y is also increasing similar with the velocity of the shape. Okay? So we can say that if we take the derivative of y with respect to time, that would be the velocity of the shape. And that is the derivative with respect to time ng square root of 15 squared plus x squared minus 15. Okay? So, i-remove ko na yung 15 kasi this is a constant. So, this is equivalent to 0 because the derivative of constant is always 0. Therefore, the derivative of ds is equivalent to the derivative with respect to time of 15 squared plus x squared. 15 squared plus x squared. Alright? Now, if we apply the derivative on this, bs is equivalent to derivative of a power. This will become 15 squared plus x squared raised to 1/2, and then take the derivative of this with respect to time. Okay, so continue na lang natin dito. I-apply natin yung derivative. We have now, bababa natin yung power, 1/2. Alright? And then yung ating function is imumultiply natin sa 1/2 minus 1. And then we take the derivative of 15 squared plus x squared with respect time. Alright? So, therefore, our BS is 1, 1/2. So, this is negative 1. So, nasa ilalim siya. Square root of 15 squared plus x squared. And then, the derivative of this function is 2x. And then, we have dx over dt. Okay? So, dx over dt, sabi sa atin ng problem, dx over dt describes the velocity of the man away from the shape. Okay? So, dx over dt is equivalent to BA. Okay? Therefore, we can write BS as, makakancel yung 2. Our BA is 0.5. 0.5x over square root. So, sulat natin ng mas maayos. Huwag na natin paglayo-layuin. 0.5x over square root ng 15x squared. Oh, shoot. 15 squared plus x squared. Okay? So, we have now the formula for BS, but our BS in this scenario is in terms of X. So what we have to do is to find the value of X when the value of Y is equivalent to 10. So if Y is equivalent to 10, using this formula, ang makukuha natin na value ng X is 20 meters. Okay? So if we substitute X is equal to 20 meters in this formula, we have the value of our BS, which is 0.5 x 15 squared plus alpha x squared. Let's calc by 20. 0.4 meters per seconds. Okay? So this is the velocity of the shape as it reaches 10 meter. So velocity of the shape at y is equivalent to 10 meters. Okay? The second problem is to find the acceleration. Whew. Okay. So masyadong komplikado yung acceleration. Gagawa muna ako ng separate table. So keep, and then let's duplicate this one. Duplicate. Actually, whiteboard na lang. Kaya na siguro pala. Insert na lang ako ng whiteboard. Ayan. So, we have the formula for VS. Isulat muna natin. VS is equal to 0.5x over square root of 15 squared plus x squared. Okay? Now, we all know that our acceleration is dv over dt. Therefore, we have to find the derivative of this function in order for us to determine the acceleration of the shape. Okay? So, this is 15 squared plus x squared. So, application, this will become, lalabas ko yung 0.5x. And then, take the derivative of this. Okay? So, lalabas ko yung 0.5x and then, i-derivative ko ngayon with respect to time, yung 15 squared plus x squared raised to negative 1 half. And then, plus 15 squared plus x squared raised to negative 1 half. And then we have to find the derivative with respect to time ng 0.5x. Okay? So, we're all good now. Okay? So, our A is now equivalent to 0.5x multiplied by negative 1 half times 2x dx over dt over this would be square root of, hindi na to square root, minus 1, negative 1 half minus 1, 3 halves. So this would become 15 squared plus x squared raised to 3 halves. Okay. Plus, ito. Ilagay na natin sa ilalim yung value na to since this is negative. The derivative of 0.5x is 0.5 dx over dt over square root of 15 squared plus x squared. So, this is now the equation for acceleration. Simplify natin to. So, makakancel yung 2. You have negative 0.5x. dx over dt is BA over 15 squared plus x squared raised to 3 halves plus 0.5 dx over dt over square root of 15 squared plus x squared. Okay, so we have now the formula for acceleration. I-rewrite ko yung dx over dt rito as VA. Okay? Baka nalilito, this is from, ang ginamit ko dito is yung UdV over dt plus BDU with respect to time. Okay? Yun yung ginamit yung technique para ma-derive to, which is part of your differential calculus first year per sem. Okay? So, our acceleration at x is equal to 20 meters and BA is equal to 0.5 meters per seconds. So, our acceleration now is negative 0.5 x times 0.5 BA yon. And then 15 squared plus alpha x squared raised to 3 halves plus 0.5 by 0.5 over square root ng 15 squared plus alpha x squared. The answer is okay, so ito, nawala yung x, naging multiply sa akin. So, this would become x squared pala. Okay? So, yan, may x squared tayo doon. Nagtataka ako bakit ang liit ng value na nakukuha ko. Almost negligible, which is impossible. Okay? So, yun yung namali ko, yung value ng x dito, I admit, na kaligtaan ko i-multiply. So, our acceleration is 3.6 times 10 to the negative 3 meters per seconds. Okay? So, we have now solved for the velocity as well as for the acceleration. Madali lang yung topic na to. Ito na actually yung pinakamahirap. Itong last topic na to. Ito yung pinakamahirap na sample na problem na nakita ko for this topic. That's why ito yung itinakil ko. So, aralin na lang maigi. This will be part of your very, very long quiz on Tuesday. So, further announcement, yung quiz natin, Tuesday tuloy, on Monday. So, your quiz on Monday would be from the start of the curvilinear. And then you have your Newton's second law and this one. So, yung score nyo sa tatlong yon will be your quiz 1 and 2 for P2. Okay? So, make sure na prepared kayo. You have 4 sample problems here and I think madali lang naman yung topic and this would be enough for you to fully understand. Ngayon, ang gusto ko is aralin maigi. Make sure na makabisado lahat in and outs of these topics para hindi tayo mamroblema at the end of this term. Okay? So, this is your last chance, P2. Although yung P1 is medyo kaya pa namang humabol ng karamihan, but this will be your last chance for P2. And dropping season or the dropping period is already passed. So, hindi na kayo allowed mag-drop para hindi nyo bayaran yung tuition. So, basically, if you decide to drop at this point, yung inyong tuition will retain, okay, will be added to your tuition of percent, which hindi nyo gugustuhin. So, continue na lang. You still have the chance kung kaya nyong ipasa itong P2 at yung CFE. Okay? So, CFE is 40%, P2 is 30%. So, there is no way na babagsak kayo unless bumagsak pa kayo sa P1, sa P2 and sa CFE. Okay? So, kaya pa yan guys. Huwag muna kayong magdalawang isip. All is good in the hood, sabi nga nila. Mag-practice tayo ng mga problems. Napakaraming problems sa internet. Hanapin nyo lang yung topic and sobrang daming problems na lalabas. Sobrang daming tutorials or sobrang daming video. So, hindi ko kasi kayang itakal lahat because we have a limited time here. We only have 1 hour of discussion. Okay? So, that's it. Be prepared on Monday. Tomorrow, I will provide some discussion pa siguro or we should take a break naman siguro para maka-review kayo. Baka problem set na lang instead of discussion. So 1 hour lang test tayo every Wednesdays and Thursdays. And that's it. Have a great day ahead.